Hey guys, it's your boy TG, and yeah, bring it from the bottom. You're locked in to Goode Gotcha Entertainment. Boy, oh boy, that sounds really good every time I get on. And TG got the good, got that stuff on right now. Yeah, I got it on. Go Pack, go! We beat the Lions Thanksgiving. I kind of fell in love all over again. Maybe a delusional Packer fan. I'm not for sure. But anyways, hey guys, thank you for tuning in. And look, it's been a blast so far in the NFL season, and we got a lot of football to go. But look, I'm going to jump right into it tonight. Thank you for watching Goode Gotcha Entertainment. We're going to talk about Thursday night NFL games. We got NFL, we got NBA, we got college football takes, and we got TG's hot games of the week. Each way you want to look at it. So Thursday night, tonight at 8 o'clock or 8:30 if you must. Seattle Seahawks trot down to play against the Dallas Cowboys. Seattle looking for an answer. Seattle looking to get to the playoffs. Seattle having some success with Geno Smith whenever we would think Geno would be relevant to the QB conversation once again in his life, and he is. But they got another horse that's in front of them, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. These guys are playing, oh my goodness, great football, folks. When I say that, well, I'll say great. They're playing static football as far as playing teams under 500, if you know what I mean, or at the brink of 500. Have they played anyone that actually got a relevant record and going to potentially play in the playoffs? No. But I'm going to tell you this. Dallas Cowboys tonight, I got some people saying Dallas loses this game because Dallas isn't winning too much. But Dallas, I'm going to tell you this: TG is going with you guys tonight. If I had to bet my bottom line, I think the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas, they're taking that game tonight, regardless of what the people may say. But I think the Dallas Cowboys come out with a nice game. It should be a blowout, but will it be a trading game? Will it be a close dogfight game? It may. I'm gonna be honest with you. It may. Seattle may hold them up a little bit, but I think Dallas pulls out with this game. It's Thursday night. Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys play tonight at 8 o'clock. Cowboy fans, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's get into your Sunday games, folks. So jumping right into your Sunday games. These games are my TG's hot games of the week and selected. If your team's not there, I'm guaranteeing your team is not hot. They're colder than my freezer. Think about it. I'll give you a minute. But anyways, the Colts and Titans are facing off in Tennessee. The Colts, they got a young team. They got a young squad. But guess what? They got Gardner Minshew at the helm right now due to Anthony Richardson and the boys being banged up and hurt. They taking some time to come back and get rejuvenated. But Gardner Minshew is at the helm of the Colts. And not only that, Jonathan Taylor actually is out with a thumb surgery. So that's a matter of probably 4 to 6 weeks that it'll probably take for him to come back with that thumb. And even afterwards, how valuable is it the throwing arm or non-throwing? I mean, not throwing arm, the carrying arm or not? That'll have a big picture to play with it. The Tennessee Titans, they got Derrick Henry. That guy is a beast. That guy's a beast among man, a beast among carnage. And I'm going to tell you this. I think in this game, folks, Gardner Minshew takes his game. Gardner Minshew and the Colts come out of this game victorious, just due to the fact that they got an established offense. The Titans, I mean, it could be a running game situation here. Now, I will tell you this: the Colts win that game, but if Derrick Henry gets off to a good start, I would put some bets and money on Derrick Henry having him a nice field day. That will make the difference. If Derrick Henry and the boys get started on the running game, that makes a difference without having Jonathan Taylor. Now, in the same sense, I will tell you this: that game will be it's semi-interested because the AFC right now, they have some takeaway teams like the Chiefs and the Irish. You got the Jacksonville Jags, but these two teams still at the borderline of making that playoff conversation a little uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. So I see the Colts taking that game against the Titans. Mosey on down into the NFC conversation. You got the Lions and the Saints. Lions last week got blistered by Green Bay. When I say blistered, it was a decent game towards the end. But who thought on Thanksgiving? Who thought that the turkey would be bought? Well, not even turkey. Would you eat lion? I think it's against the law. Don't kill lions. But in the meantime, I will tell you this. The Lions came off of a stunned game against Green Bay. Who believed that Jordan Love of Green Bay would throw 2+ touchdowns over 250+ yards passing against the Lions? With Jared Goff having multiple interceptions, forced fumbles, you name it, the offense just completely depleted. Didn't even come out to play. And nevertheless, lose the game to Green Bay that was struggling almost all season long. One of their worst records in Green Bay Packers history. Now they play against the New Orleans Saints with Derek Carr. Derek Carr does have some of his offensive weapons, especially like Chris Olave, not looking good. He's potentially questionable before the game with the concussion protocols. We'll see if he play on Sunday. But not only that, you have other key running backs or receivers that are hurt on the offense of the Saints. Nevertheless, Derek Carr is banged up. So I think this is a comeback game. I think this is a comeback statement for the Lions to continue treading the waters or continue building on the grounds that they have in the NFC this year. And I believe that the Lions come out of this game against the Saints in New Orleans, come out victorious and beat the Saints. Now, another one of TG's hot games of the week is the Falcons and the Jets. Now, this Falcons and the Jets, because both teams are actually relevant to the conversation of the playoffs again. Like normally around this time of the year, you see those pull apart teams, they're pull away teams that you just go, you're not making the playoffs. Bears, no comment. But in the same sense, the Falcons are still relevant. That the fact that the NFC on the certain sides of the ball, except for the Eagles and teams like the 49ers, those teams are the pull away teams. But then when you talk about the core of the NFC, bottom from the elite guys right now, you talk about the Falcons, and then you talk about a team like the Jets in the AFC. Now, these two squads here, they're trying to fight for pitcher purposes. But the Falcons, they're just fighting because they're a young team. They got some rallies. They got the energeticness. They got that going. That's what I see with the Falcons. But for the Jets, they're fighting because actually, if you don't know, breaking news out of the NFL, Aaron Rodgers got cleared to enter the practice field. Hey, some of my buds, some of my people that recommend this, they think that Aaron Rodgers is fighting with fire. Because, I mean, coming back off of that type of injury after only 11 weeks and entering the field, I don't care if it's just for precautionary tips that he's just like, running around, throwing the ball, whatever. But the fact that you come back off that fast, that is historical. That's fortunate. That's very fortunate. And I don't know where he goes from here to come back in the playoffs. But, I mean, if he enters back, we'll be talking about the Jets potentially still in the running for being in the playoffs in the AFC. Think about that. I'll give you a minute. But moseying down, just to make this pretty quick again tonight, guys, the Dolphins and Commanders. Where's my Commanders fans at? If you're in the comments right now, type into the Commanders fans. Let me know how you feel about the season. You got rid of two of your coaching staff members. You're swapping things around. Ron Rivera maybe out the door at the end of the year. Think about that. I'll give you a minute. Talk about Magic and James Harrison. They're making moves to say, hey, you got to either do this or go. That's the way you got to do it. New day, new sheriff in town, folks, for the Commanders. Now, but the only thing is, Commanders are at home. Probably another sold-out crowd. They've been selling it all year long. The new ownership. The Snyder family is out. Kudos. Snap. Don't clap. But they play against the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are going down or up, for instance, because they're going up to play the Commanders. That's a 70-3 game. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyreek Hill and Tua Tagovailoa don't run the ball all over the damn place against those pigs. Oink, oink. I wouldn't be surprised. I got this game being a manslaughter. Somebody should get charged with murder after this game because that's how that game's going to go. Dolphins take it over for the Commanders. I'm done, Commander fans. I'm putting you guys under the bus this week. There's no way in hell you guys win this game. It is what it is. But anywho, let's go on to the next one. The Broncos and the Texans, they're going at their head-to-head. Two young teams. Well, Broncos got a veteran QB, and they're actually talking about playoff conversation. This conversation this year is totally different. At first, you normally know around this time of year, as I reiterated earlier in the show, you got teams that are pulling away, which is like the Eagles, the Chiefs, the 49ers, and so on. But then you got those teams that's in between. They're just consistently fighting until the last spot gets picked, and that's at the end of the season, as the season gets closer to the end. And these two teams, the Broncos and the Texans, can still be relevant. C.J. Stroud is in his home doing damage where he needs to do. Those actual Texans are playing pretty decent football to be a young team. A young team, folks. Don't get me wrong. They're a young and talented team, and I see a great future for them. Next season is going to be very, very bright, if yet they don't make it in the playoffs to stun somebody. Now, the Broncos or Russell, you got to get there, get it done, because the window's closing, brother. I'm just saying. You're not getting any younger. I'm not getting any younger. You guys are not getting any younger. But the Broncos are running out of air, running out of time. I think that game fails to them. I think the Texans win that game in Houston and beat the Broncos. So you got one powerhouse game, and all my hot seat games are very hot, but this one is boiling. This one is sizzling. This one's on fire. Somebody call the fire department. Woo! Somebody call the fire department, because the 49ers take on the Eagles in Philly, a potential matchup in the playoffs. The 49ers coming off of a great game. The 49ers have a great offense. The 49ers have a great running back in Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers have a great QB in Brock Purdy. The 49ers got a great receiving core in Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and so on, and a great tight end in Kittle. Not to even say the least, you got a great defensive core in Chase Young and Bosa. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The Eagles have been skipping by. I like the Eagles to a point. Do I like them? But also, the Eagles have been skipping by playing some low-level defenses. When I say low-level defenses, the one that's not that powerful in the trenches. Now, I'm going to tell you this. They play the 49ers at home. This game is going to be very defensive. I say a defensive turnover decides this game. I say if you got the ability, right, that Brock Purdy or Hurts collects an interception or forced fumble. Put that in your record books, because this game is going to be real gritty. This game is going to go down to the wire, and it may be decided by a field goal. Field goal or a defensive turnover will determine this game. But you know who I got? I got the 49ers rocking and rolling into the gold mine and taking the Eagles out of their nest and doing what they do best. It's going to be a good game, but it's going to be a tough loss. But the 49ers got this game inside of Philly, and they knocked Philly down to have their second loss of the season. Sunday Night Football. Woo! Woo! Somebody ring the bell. Sunday night, the Kansas City Chiefs take on my Green Bay Packers in Lambeau, baby. Now, look, I got to tell you this, folks. So, in the meantime here, you got the Chiefs taking on Green Bay. The Chiefs playing great football. But I'm going to tell you this. It's one of those things that I know and believe that it's going to be a decent game. Last week, I trashed my Green Bay Packers for what it was. And they gave me a good reason to actually say, okay, I can fall in love again. Green Bay, you must have heard the message. Because if you act up and you mess around and find out, you're going to get busted up by the Chiefs and Lambeau. But how impressive you played, Jordan Love, how impressive you played called Matt LaFleur. That's how you played, that's how you coached. You do it again. Impressive win over the Lions. But if you don't, you'll get trashed against the Chiefs in your own home and watch Patrick Mahomes Lambeau leak in your own stadium. Cry in the locker room. I don't care. We got to get ourselves together. The Vikings took a loss to the Bears. They're giving us a door of an open opportunity. Win the damn game. Yeah, I'm pissed. But anyways, folks, Green Bay and the Chiefs game is going to be competitive. I got the Chiefs coming out of this game because just the nature of Patrick Mahomes. The Green Bay's defense has made some tremendous improvements, but offensively, the offense that is better is going to be the Chiefs. It is what it is. I'm very realist. I'm a realist when it comes to sports. I'm going to sit here like a Dallas Cowboy fan. Mike Campbell is going to Super Bowl. No, they're not. They knocked up the first game of the playoffs. I'm real. The Chiefs win this game. Now, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and the Jaguars play an AFC matchup. Well, Joe Burrow is still inactive, but I will tell you this. The Jaguars are actually trying to potentially be a threat at 8-3 and take over the AFC. They got a few obstacles laying in their way, but this young team has found some clicking notions and put the kinks out the cord. And they are taking the AFC by a storm. First time in, well, my time of seeing it, the Jaguars are relevant in the playoff picture. And that's enough said. The Bengals are struggling because they have some offensive weapons hurt or banged up, and the Jaguars are full throttle right now. So I have no choice, no more remorse that the Jaguars will pull off with that game. So that'll wrap up your NFL conversation. But look, I got this. You got the NBA starting up. The NBA got some hot games of the week. They got not even hot games of the week, but hot games of the night. And that's the Pacers and the Miami Heat take off tonight. And then not only that, you got the Clippers and the Golden State Warriors facing off. Two great matchups in the NBA. If you don't watch that, you'll see that tonight. And you got some games going through the rest of the week. But then let's get right into it. You got that college football, as we not only see Deion and the boys taking a hit with seeing that Shedeur Sanders is now going to sit out for the final game due to an injury and kind of relax, reset, and rejuvenate. But in the rest of college football, I got to give shout-outs to my hometown. It's Liberty University, ranked number 24, undefeated 11-0 against New Mexico State at home in Lynchburg, Virginia. You got that going on this weekend. Not only that, you got number 5 Oregon facing off at home in D.C. against Washington, number 3. You got ranked 18 going Oklahoma State versus Texas, number 7. You got Georgia and Alabama. Let me say that one more time. Number 1 ranked Georgia versus Alabama, ranked number 8. And you got Michigan, number 2, and Iowa, 18, facing off another game without the hardball. That's 2 and 18. And then you got number 14, Louisville, and Florida State, number 4. Hey, guys, we got a lot of things going on. I'm going to tell you this. Hey, Thanksgiving was a blast. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving this past week. Now we're looking towards Christmas, and we're looking towards to celebrate the great holidays. I hope you guys have a great, safe holiday. I'm going to tell you this. In the next few weeks, TG got the full house coming on. Next Thursday, there's a special guest. Wait till after the show. Wait till this week coming up. TG's dropping that. He's dropping that juice. He's dropping that knowledge. He's dropping the special guest. You'll see who he is and who he's breaking it out. Check and keep posted to Goode Gotcha Entertainment page. We got a new special guest coming on to talk about sports and business. And then not only that, the week afterwards, coming in hot, folks, coming in hot, fresh off the press. TG got a full crew. I'm ready to announce the new guys. You'll see one of them come out on Tuesday, maybe even 2 of them on the show on Tuesday night. And then the week after, my special guests come on next week. You got some good guys coming in and take it over to see what they can do and see what the conversation goes. So we got a lot of things going on. Check me next week. Hey, guys, it's been a blast. It's been real. And lastly, love football, guys. Hey, be blessed. Save the rest. As your host, I'm saying good night. So long. Peace.